Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I bring to you guys a manicure. Here I'm going to show you guys his natural nails, which are so nice and long. Using our Artistry nails drill, we are using it at a speed of 5. We are using our sanding band, fine sanding bands that you can purchase on our website as well. We are gently going around the cuticle, removing any dead skin that might be on his natural nail plate. And as you can see, we are only going around the cuticle, nowhere near the natural nail. And you'll see why. There's many reasons why we are going at a slight angle. That way we don't create any rings of fire. And I'm doing this so gently. When it comes to this, we don't want to do anything harshly because again, they're man and we're just doing a proper cleanup. We don't have to do the surface because we're not adhering any acrylic onto the nail. We are simply going to do a gel manicure, which I'll show you what I do with the surface. After doing so, I'm removing any dust particles with a brush and just to keep everything clean and nice. Now moving on with trimming and clipping the nails using a nail trimmer, we are cutting from sidewall to sidewall and then going in the center. Be very careful when it comes to this because they can hurt, and if you accidentally grab their skin, it's gonna hurt. So try and cut off a little bit and then you can file the rest, and I'll show you guys how in a little bit. I'm seriously just going from sidewall to sidewall and then cutting a little bit to the center, and this also allows you to feel more comfortable and them to not make sure that you don't cut them. And I'm also holding the nail so it won't fly all over the place, and everything will be underneath his hands, which will be on the paper towel when I hold it. And there's some people that have high hypernicums, so be very careful with that as well. Now moving on with filing the natural nail, we are using a seasoned file, and by seasoned I mean I'm removing the edges, the sharp edges from the file already, and I am only moving from one direction. So this is usually how you should file a natural nail, that way you don't create any damage. And be very careful, I don't like to use any other harsh files on natural nail. I use specifically ones for manicures, which in this case, this is one of them. And like I mentioned earlier, this is what I'm doing with the surface. I'm gently buffing the surface only so that I won't damage. And I'm not doing it to soften the natural nail. I'm just gently buffing it so it can remove the natural nail shine using the rougher surface of our Artistry nails buffers. And this will just give me a little bit of a rough edge so the gel can adhere to, as you guys can see. And here's a little trick. Make sure everything is super nice and clean when it comes down to manicures. I'm trimming any dead skin around his cuticles. And seriously, this is obviously optional. If you're comfortable doing this, definitely do it. If not, then I suggest you to use a drill bit that will clean up the cuticle or soften the cuticle as well. Our actual portable nail drills come with a cuticle bit cleaner, which I'll show you in a little bit what that looks like. It is a sphere drill bit that actually doesn't hurt, and it actually feels nice to them, and it removes and softens the cuticle if you're afraid to use nippers. This does take some practice, so be very gentle when it comes to this and make sure you're using some good cuticle nippers. I'm showing you a side profile as to how that looks, and obviously this is sped up, so take your time with this process. Now this is our cuticle bit that comes in the drill bit when you purchase it. There's 5 drill bits that come along and it's a must-have. I absolutely love this cuticle drill bit. We obviously use it, we love it, and we suggest everyone to get it. It comes in the drill included, so definitely check that out. Now we're gently brushing downward with a manicure brush and spraying any swipe alcohol whatever it is to cleanse the nail before we apply any product on the nail. After this, please do not touch the natural nail and have your client do that as well. We are applying nail dehydrator. This balances the pH and it dehydrates the nail for a rough surface and for any oils to just remove off of the nail plate. Now this is a little secret. I like to add primer and cure for 10 seconds. This just makes everything a little bit last longer. In my opinion, it's my secret to gel manicures. Now we're using the most must-have thing you should have in your drawer, which is our base coat, our gel base coat. This gel is so amazing that you need to have it. It makes your gel manicures last a long time and hardly any chipping. So we are adding this carefully and curing for 30 seconds. And this is after curing the primer for 10 seconds. And when I use the primer, I'm talking more like a non-acid based primer that has a sticky surface, which Artistry nails will have soon available to purchase. Stay tuned for that. Now, once I applied my base, I am applying right now matte top coat, and this I'm going to cure for 1 minute. It's going to be a simple, clean look, guys. When I tell you guys manicures are super simple, they are. It's just clean up and whatever design they decide to go for. We actually did a cute design which represents his kids, and you'll see in a little bit. And look how gorgeous the matte looks on a man. And we used our matte top coat. Now using our little cute ring palette, marble palette, it's amazing. Number 102 black, which is super amazing as well. Highly pigmented. I love placing little beads right there, and this is just super convenient to have as well. Grabbing a little bit of the color onto my striper brush. We are using the one with the smaller brush bristle, and this is the blue one. If you have our brushes, they are also available on our online store. So we are creating a C, and very carefully just doing this. Always use your pinky of your right hand to get balance, as I say, and slowly adding product. You guys don't have to rush anything. Take your time and carefully do it. And if for whatever reason you need to go back and clean up some stuff, you can do so, and I'll show you in a little bit how and what I mean by that. We are adding the name Coco. Like I said, these two designs represents his kids, and it's super cute and simple, definitely very clean and manly. And here I'm going to show you guys in a little bit what I mean by cleaning up anything that you don't like. Before curing your designs, always make sure that you're satisfied with your look and you're 100% sure you love it before curing, because once it's set, it's set. And here I'm going over it one more time with their color as well, just so I can make it a little bit more pigmented once I'm okay with my design. I'm using my Artistry Nails manicure brush here to clean up with a little bit of acetone, draining the excess acetone to clean up and perfect my C. And all of this is sped up. Earlier it was real time, but it's sped up. Now we're going to go ahead and seal the deal with our matte top coat and cure for 1 minute. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now on his other finger, we're creating a crown representing his son and also meaning king. So we are doing this, and like I said, always make sure you do this. Take your time, and until you're satisfied, that's when you place it in the LED lamp. And in this case, we're using our LED nail lamp. I'm not using too much product, like you can tell. I add a little bit first and then I go on with more. And I actually cured this one, topped it off, and then I redid it like you guys can see right there, just because we wanted it a little bit darker. So it's okay. That doesn't mean you can't always go back. Like I said, once you are done with it, you're set in stone, then you're good to go. But if you need to make some changes, don't be scared to do so. There's ways. Beautiful. Now we are adding some cuticle oil to hydrate his cuticles. Definitely don't forget that. We're using our rose scented cuticle oil you can purchase online, and gently massaging. And if you did miss a spot, definitely go back. Like I said, you're not done until they leave out of your chair. So always make sure they leave happy and satisfied and you love their nails. And look how beautiful his hands turned out. They are so nice and clean and very manly. And other than that, you take your picture and you have yourself a beautiful manicure. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Till next time.